Hello, everyone.
Hi. We've got multiple things going on here.
Yes.
We got some.
Y'all gotta you especially you He-Man and you pick up the phone.
Hey.
Pick up the phone.
It tells me it says
Don't
touch anything.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Don't
the
touch
fidget spinner's
anything.
going to touch on that. And you'll be like, fidget.
There's a new cryptocurrency that has a fidget spinner on it. I swear that's what that little sign is. It's a little fidget spinner. They want me to buy it. They said it raised up 84% in 24 hours.
So they're just gonna just continue feeding stuff. Hey, buy this one, Alakazam.
They want me to buy it.
Hello.
Hey, there's a person.
Hi. So we've never gone live
YouTube.
That's
on
YouTube.
our YouTube
Yeah.
and our Facebook at the same time, and so that's what we're going to do today.
Oh my gosh.
You say
He's touching stuff.
Hey, I told you all.
Very bad connection, it says. We're scared. We're scared.
All right, so today we
Hey,
will
Diamond.
be concluding the question and answer series with the co-wives. And so, as usual, go ahead and put questions here in the feeds. We'll answer them to the best of our ability. And we'll also go over some questions that were asked previously.
Oh, hi, Jandai. Hi.
Hello.
This is midnight in the UK. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Why are you up?
Well, thank you for tuning in to us.
Yes.
We'll make this as entertaining as possible.
We'll try to keep you up.
Promise. Now,
keep
I'm
you
going to be looking all over the place.
Okay, well, I
Can't
just
figure
think
out
it's
where
cool
to look.
that comment came in down here. We can see
Yeah,
it. That's
but here's the
awesome.
thing. It won't be on the video. The live comments do not stay. So
Okay.
go ahead and say what you want, right?
Oh, no. Don't say what you... I'm
All right.
scared.
So,
Okay, so what do we want to do? Where are we starting?
So-
Where shall we begin?
so far we've done 3 videos, and they were basically a question and answer series, and we answered as many questions as we could. And so today is the last day. Only scheduled 4. That's what it is. And so we will go ahead and wrap it up. Introduce you to the children, possibly.
Oh,
Yes.
just seems like that would be a lot of work.
No, they're going to just come sit all on the laps.
That's exactly
You're
what
going to see
happened.
heads poked in.
Oh, we're going to put all the children in here.
Yes.
Hi, Wendell.
We're going to formally introduce you to the mister as well.
Prayerfully.
That's him coming in here with his loud chair. Go on, just be loud. Just be loud. Just go ahead.
Just nice. That's awesome.
Hey, you moving your feet.
I didn't.
You moving.
I
your feet.
cannot not move my feet.
You moving your feet.
Oh boy.
Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to do the questions first? You want to do the questions, or would you
Sure.
like to talk about our topic? And
What's
as
up,
we go
Wendell?
along, you guys are welcome to ask questions. So feel free at any time to ask a question, and we'll answer to the best of our ability.
Yes.
You
You
sharing
know.
it? Yeah.
I'm about to. I can. I am going to absolutely share it. But would you like a question while we
behind the scenes?
you want to do one of the questions we already have?
No, share it first.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead and do all your sharing first. Don't get into any topics right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do the questions that we had. Oh, do my sharing first.
All right,
Sorry,
so
I wasn't
while
there
she's
with you.
sharing,
I'm there with
I'll
you
be
now.
talking
Right.
because I like to talk. So, right now we are going through our seed vault to basically find out which seeds we're going to plant this planting season coming up. We are also trying to plan the farm on our property. We're going to do a 1 acre farm, vegetables, 1 acre vegetable farm. We'll have cows, goats, chickens, or whatever, and that is not going to be on the acre. That's going to be on, the other side, which is like 4 acres over there, or whatever. And then we have a chicken barn or whatever. And so we've been discussing, how much corn to plant. How much do we need? Because we're going to feed ourselves as well as our animals. Our animals will be fed off of, the land, and, so basically trying to figure out where to put her peach trees and her pear trees,
Yes.
and where to put the corn. Do we put the corn in the front or the back, or how do we do this? The mister wants pecan trees, so we're trying to figure out where to plant those. Our plan is to buy them at between 8 to 10 feet tall already, and go ahead and put those in the ground.
Shalom, Gina.
And
the Murray clan.
We'll also hi. We'll also get more into being fully self-sustained on the property, looking into solar power.
Yes.
And what else? Herb gardens with herbs to plant.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many seeds.
We have a lot more seeds than we thought.
Had no idea until we pulled them out today. We
thought we were done.
We're also going through our prep. We have some things for if we have to stay in the house for an extended amount of time. We have food and things. So just going through our stuff, trying to figure out. New Year brings a chance to get ahead of the planting season. And we have a garden here in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 12 chickens back there. We're getting eggs from them. The Rhode Island Reds are still laying.
Yeah.
And so we figured out we need about 4,000. How many eggs?
4,380 eggs.
4,380 eggs a year.
Wow.
A year
Wow.
for our family.
Wow.
It's a whole lot.
Wow.
Makes you want to rethink eggs. When you hear the number.
Wow.
And with the flock that we currently have, we'll only be able to get about 2,000 some odd eggs a year from them.
Yeah.
And so now it's like
about a little more than half.
A little more than half.
Yeah.
We have some chickens that can lay 280 to 300 eggs a year, and that is with natural sunlight. And so here I am. I'm like, can't we play, the big man upstairs and go ahead and put artificial light in there year round and keep them playing? But then it's like, is that mean?
To do that?
This chicken be overworked.
Yeah, no. I don't want to do that. That just seems like that's just going to be a lot of chickens.
It's a lot of chickens.
Yeah. Let me see here.
We have a Rhode Island Red that's in there right now. She goes Brody. Occasionally, she will lay and sit on that egg. But, I also don't think she's like fully understanding she needs to sit, because later on she'll come out. And, if you have a Brody chicken, they basically starve to death, for 21 days until that chick comes out. So for her to leave the eggs, I'm just like,
wow,
not sure what's going on there.
No, that's crazy.
What else? So we're talking about putting ash on our raised bed gardens to kind of prep the soil. Also thinking about going ahead and tarping it to get ahead of the weeds, kill the weeds, to get the microorganisms in the soil to begin working. I even thought about getting worms and going ahead and throwing worms in there so they can help aerate the soil. Yeah. And also their droppings are like manure for the roots, so it all works. And
Mercy said we need astrolorps. What's that?
Oh, that's a bird.
Oh, it's a bird?
Yes.
Okay.
They're from Australia. They're the black ones.
Oh, okay.
They're stark black.
Oh.
And they have really pretty combs. Yes, those are really hardy chickens. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Okay, Jindai has a question. She says, was it an easy process defining what roles you'd have in the marriage?
Question started already?
Yeah. Question, literally just came in. When it comes to, every polygamous household is going to be different. So when it comes to roles in this household, in this family, in this unit, wives are wives. And you're going to be a wife to that man in there.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And you're just going to fulfill the capacity of a wife in the way that he wants you to do it. Yeah. So it really doesn't matter which one of us it is. We do have things that we're stronger in and things like that. And there are times when one of us is stronger than the other. And, you know, he definitely, I guess, uses whichever wife.
But there's
he
no
needs,
like
but
you're
nah.
the dishwasher. There is no, you know, you come in and so you are the sweeper, picker upper.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a thing. It's
it doesn't work like that.
We're kind of interchangeable to a
point.
Because let me tell you, I can't stew no beef.
Sometimes
I don't know nothing about curry.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes one of us is better than the other. I took over her fried chicken the other day, and I didn't do well. I was very sad. I tried, but I was needed to make dinner, and the plan was fried chicken, and she couldn't do it at the time. She had to leave. They had to go off somewhere, and I was supposed to do it. So
I can't do the tuna Alfredo. She started putting in the ingredients. I'm like tuna and whipping cream and Parmesan. No, she got spinach.
Bell peppers. Let's do it. Let's put everything in cream sauce. I love the cream sauce. Just throw everything off in there.
I love it.
See,
everything in there.
Yeah.
So
let's see. We have a couple of other questions that are already on deck.
Go ahead.
One of them came in. I don't even know where that came from, but it says this question is directed to the first wife. My husband is currently getting to know someone I picked out. I don't have a problem with her. We get along. We speak frequently. But I want to know, how do you get over the shock of seeing them being close or showing affection? Now, there are many schools of thought when it comes to that kind of thing, when it comes to the showing, quote unquote, the showing of affection, okay? There are some households where that's not done at all, and that's like actually quite offensive in Islamic households.
Absolutely.
Right?
You don't show affection towards another woman at all.
No.
I mean,
no, like, it doesn't matter that that's his other wife. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
No, especially if it's my night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's my night, and you over there kissing on her. What you mean? Like, no, you're supposed to reserve yourself completely for me.
Right. Now, for everybody else, I think really for those of us that are existing wives and your husband is searching for another wife currently, I think you need to wrap your mind around that right now, because just like he hugs and kisses on you in the kitchen, just like he sees you when he comes home from work and, you know, gives you a smooch or something like that, he's going to do her the same way. Mentally prepare yourself before this happens so that you don't have any shock. And it might still be shocking, but you really got to start thinking. So when it came to me personally, I didn't have that issue because I was prepared for it, because I'd already been talking to polygynous wives and everything, and I'd already heard their stories, and it was actually them. They're the ones that were like, you need to think about this right now. You need to be aware of the fact right now that he's going to kiss her, and of course if he's a wife, they're going to do husband-wife things together. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? And that if y'all living together, there's a chance that you might hear something or anything like that. You can't be freaked out by these things. Oh my gosh, look, like I got wood.
You got wood and pearls, clutch them.
Oh my god. So you just gotta
Does he do with her the things he does with me? Oh my gosh. This is so horrible.
It's horrible. That's how people think. I mean, we've heard the problems. You know, he kissed her first when he came
names. He called her boo in front of me, and I'm like, why don't you go ask Boo to fix your eggs?
You know, and all this kind of thing. But it's kind of he's gonna give you a kiss at some point too. He's gonna hug you at some point too. He's not going to stop hugging and kissing you just because he's got a new wife. So it's not really something that you should be concerned about or even insecure about. I mean, this is polygyny after all. So it's kind of like, if you didn't think that was going to happen, I don't know why, you're even pursuing it yet. But yes, please wrap your mind around it now. It happens. A lot of more things are going to happen too if you get into these relationships. So just be ready. Okay. Nyla Eshe says, this is just the last of the year, right? This is the last of the Q&A segment, right?
Well, it depends on you guys if we do more videos. This was just like basically us trying to put ourselves out there and answer questions that people might have. And so if you guys still want us to continue doing this is something that we're open to. We'll just pick it up at the top of the year and, you know, hopefully come with, you know, even more transparency. You know, sometimes you got to put stuff out there. You know, we have no problem answering the questions.
Yeah.
As long as they're respectful.
Yeah, as long as they're respectful and not inappropriate.
Right.
We're not answering
You know,
any inappropriate questions. Yeah.
We'll see what happens, because again, you know, the planting season is coming and we are getting ready for that. So, you know, maybe we'll do a homestead series.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trial
I'm
and error,
open to it.
man. Cause
Yeah, everything is trial
y'all
and
didn't
error.
tell us about the squash boards and stuff. You know. No one told us these things.
Yes, yes.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. The next question is, okay, this is a question from a sister on YouTube, and I already told her, like, I'm gonna take that question, put it on here. We're gonna talk about it here in the public. In the public, we're gonna talk about the thing, okay? So I'll be meeting a sister that'll soon be my co. And I got all kind of feelings going on. I'm excited, I'm nervous and scared, and while a bunch of other feelings I haven't identified yet. Any tips or advice that you can share would be greatly appreciated. So, meeting your co for the first time and being scared and nervous and all the other undescribable feelings, as she said. Basically, understand that other woman is just as afraid as you are. She does not know how you're going to be any more than you know how she's going to be. So you want to already go in with the mind frame that you are dealing with somebody that's probably experiencing the same excitement and nervousness and anxiety that you're feeling. So when you, you know, you just want to be a friend. You want to be a friend as a friend would be a friend. You want to be a sister to her. And you want to give her room to be who she is. Because there's a high chance she's not going to be like you. And so you got to give her room to grow and change and be herself and things like that. You know, a lot of us we always talking about the book we want for our sisters, what we want for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And that is basically what you're still going to do right there. You're going to want for your sister what you want for yourself. So if you want peace and comfort and you want a friend, that was a good question.
I got to write them down because they disappear.
No, I find it over here. It feels, you know, if you want your peace and your comfort and everything, you're going to want to give it to them too. So you and your biological sisters, y'all aren't the same. Right. And somehow you still love them. I mean, unless y'all got one of them kind of relationships. But let's talk about the good, happy, sisterly relationships. You still love them. They different. Your sisters are different. You still love them and you allow them to be their different selves. You don't insist that they have to be like you. So you just come in calm and just stick out that hand of friendship.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
If you're an existing wife, be the best hostess that you can be. And if you're a wife coming in, be an awesome guest as you coming in. But then you got to make your own place, and she has to be allowed to do that.
Yeah, you have to, as a wife coming in, you have to get over the anxiety as fast as possible.
Yeah. For
me, it wasn't that bad because we talked a lot on the phone. We Skyped occasionally, and I don't know, I guess both of our personalities, I'm generally very quiet to a fault, and you know, I have a tendency to just be in your presence and not say a word. That wasn't the case. You know, I met her and I had on a nurse's uniform. full with the nurses, the whole white. I had the whole white thing on. So, it was already, I guess that was like an icebreaker in a way, because it was like, you really like have on this nursing uniform. But, so I guess the best thing to do if you're a wife coming in is to understand that you want to make this a permanent thing. So you don't want to have an overbearing personality. You don't want to come in and try to change the dynamic and change things. And here I am, I'm here. You don't want to do that. So that would be my advice.
Okay. And now we have another question that just came in via YouTube that says, why do you think it's so hard for a young woman who is responsible with a family to find a younger sister who wants to be a capable second wife?
And he was saying that it's usually, he's talking about 28 and younger. They want their own husband. It's a he.
Yeah.
So why is he saying a sister?
Huh? He says, why do you think it's so hard for a young man who is responsible with a family to find a younger sister who wants to be a capable second wife? And he said 28 years old or younger.
They generally want their own husband. So
yeah,
basically, why do younger women not want polygyny? That's your
You should put up the post.
Oh, that post was something else. But that post, I don't necessarily agree with all the answers that happened there. I don't agree.
Can you paraphrase it?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Some people were saying that it was because these younger women want to quote unquote sow their royal oats for their 20s. We do have a society here that teaches young women to go after their careers, at least for the first 10 years of their adulthood, and it doesn't really account for them getting married and having babies when they're 20s. You've got that going on, and then you've got the fact that society as a whole, Western society, American society as a whole, a lot of us simply are not ready in our 20s for a marriage. Physically, we are actually very ready. We are mature, we're adult, and that's the one of the optimum times to like give birth. That's when your eggs are best, right? But just men and women in American culture, at least, they're not mature enough. They're not mature enough. They're not financially ready. So many things hold these young millennials back these days. So I will say that. But on the other hand, what I will point out is what Nanu pointed out was that a lot of us were actually pro-polygyny before we were 30.
Oh, yeah.
We were already pro-polygyny at 28, at 26 years old. So that leads me to believe that there are some out there. I can't tell you where to look. I don't know where you can find them. But apparently they're out there somewhere. So I would just keep your eyes open. Right now, polygyny is being talked about a lot more than it has been in the past, which is why we're here. And so I think you can expect more younger sisters to start being interested in it. You can find them anywhere. I mean, you know what I mean. Anywhere. I won't say that there's any restrictions as to where you could talk to a sister about.
Younger women are also selfish.
Yeah.
It just did something.
What did it do?
It
died. All right, so my phone died.
So everybody on Facebook lost the feed.
Is like, oh my gosh.
Okay, look. Presumably, y'all just lost this feed.
Sorry. So we're gonna figure that out.
If you want to, if you think it's better, you're happy to take that battery out of there.
We don't have the same battery.
Can you go live on this one?
On this one? You have the app? Yes.
That's my phone? That's not my phone.
No, it's my phone.
Cuidado,
because I'm using that here.
Look.
Oh, no. Everything is... Y'all are one time so far.
Okay.
We usually have two...
Listen, y'all don't get to watch us on Facebook, I don't think.
Things
and
fall.
On Facebook, we have knocked this camera over and we've dropped it and all sorts of stuff. Okay, switch. All right.
Oh, wait, no, it's got to switch and then he got to do it, right?
Turn it sideways. Now is it on us?
There you go. Here. So yes, he says, I'm a 26-year-old man, always been a sole provider, been married for 7 years with 3 children. It seems
there's not any in this country.
Let me tell you something. Everything you need and you think you want is in this country. Please do not go out trying to outsource your wives and women. No one believes this until they go ahead and get another wife. They say, I'm going to go get a wife from Somalia. They're so docile. They're so submissive. And they're so wonderful. Until she burn your house down because you didn't have the money to put the food in the refrigerator. Trust me.
Look, Lydia said, trust me, we out here already.
Thank
See,
you.
there's one right there.
They're here. You just have to make sure that you... Don't say it. You are worthy enough to have a second wife. Just because you want a second wife doesn't mean you deserve one. That you want her can even handle it. So you need to make sure that you have your ducks in a row.
And put the link for that one in the comments of the other one.
Okay, I'm going to go as fast as my little fingers can carry us. I'm doing...
Hi, we're back.
We're back.
Hey, Facebook. You missed us.
Let's see here. Okay.
My phone died. I'm a very irresponsible phone haver. I never keep my phone
Listen.
It'll be 3% and I'm still on it.
Listen, she's the worst with her phone. And like we had just commented, did we not, before we came on, that your battery was low?
Yes, it was supposed to be plugged
up. We had
up.
this little chuckle and
blame the producer for that.
The heard us have this conversation.
He didn't charge my phone.
Join us.
Okay, so we were talking about. Okay, so Facebook land. Okay, so there was a question about.
Did you share it in the last video?
The video? No, we didn't get to share it in the last video.
There was a question.
About younger wives. If they're younger women, and why do we think that they're not? Why do you think it's so hard for a young man who is responsible with a family to find a younger sister who wants to be a capable second wife?
And then he was saying that there's none here in the country.
And we were saying that's not necessarily true. They're around here somewhere.
They're here.
And she was asking him to not go outsourcing wives. Outside of the country because what did you say? You get them from Somalia. You think they're submissive?
Yeah, they think that they want these black exotic women and exotic relative, but they want these women, and because they've heard they're submissive, they've heard that they're this. At this point, if you get you a black woman and you're a black man, great, fine, kudos. Don't you go out there, doing that little shenanigans stuff.
That YouTube viewer is still there with the question?
Yeah, we're good.
Go on, baby. Right. Tell him.
Oh, okay. You about to answer?
The mister's going to
address okay. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Number 1, maturity and experience-based wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That is the question. Mm-hmm. Why does it seem that, what do you say, younger women? What was his question?
Why you can't find any
capable
at that age specifically. Yeah. And why do you think it's so hard for a young man who is responsible with a family to find a younger sister who wants to be a capable second wife? And he said because he's looking around this country and he doesn't.
He's been married for 7 years with 3 kids.
So I didn't want to misquote him, so I wanted it read. So basically, what he's asking is, why is it that he's having a more difficult time finding a younger woman
to be a second
to join a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, why is it that younger women are less accepting of polygyny than older women?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, maturity and experience-based wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The younger women do not have it.
No.
Number 2, perceived options.
Oh, yeah. They have options.
That's really what it all boils down to.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
They ain't got
the younger women think they have more options, and that's why I say perceived options. That's what they see.
Yeah, that's what they see. That's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They think they have more options.
Mm-hmm.
and the older women are more mature, of course, and more experienced. So they've seen things a little bit more and have determined, you know what, I'll go after that. This over here is, it's not a bad thing. There's actually a lot of benefits. The younger women, they have not seen much to determine that typically, and they see themselves as having more options.
That is true. It's all a lie.
They see themselves as having more options. We had that situation with a sister we courted early on, and I hope that she found somebody because she got to thinking about it, and she, that was one of the reasons that she decided to move on. Jason says 100% agree, but is it just younger women?
It's just women, period. It's just women, period. And that's why people always say, like, polygyny is for the unattractive, the this, the that, the old, the washed up. But it's not, no.
Yeah.
Everybody think they got options.
Yeah.
Some have more options than others.
Yeah.
But you, sir, you've been married for 7 years. You got 3 kids. Just keep building your family. And if polygyny is for you, you will have polygyny.
Yeah, just give it time. He's 26.
There's some other questions on YouTube.
Oh yeah, hang on. And I picked up another one.
I ain't got no phone to see nothing.
I'm really trying to help y'all out. Okay. On the other one, let's see. That's a thank you.
You see that? That's the fear. The real fear.
Oh, that's the fear of that's the real fear of an existing wife, that the incoming wife may take her kindness and hospitality for weakness.
Both people are afraid of each other and what each other could possibly do.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid.
Because it could happen the other way too. So you just want to...
You got second wives sleeping in drawers and closets.
Oh, no. And in storage facilities. What is going on? Okay.
Cut!
Don't do
that. Cut!
Don't do that. Wait, no, you can't leave. You got to stay here. You got to stay here with me. But listen, don't do that.
I'm going to stare at you.
Yeah, at least say y'all had to keep up with it.
I know. I laughed at her because I'm like, yeah, we are. No, nobody heard me say that. Nobody even heard me say that. Nobody even. It's all right. Anyway, it's all love, right? L. Jordan says from New Orleans, are y'all available for speaking engagements? Yeah. If you inbox us and discuss it,
you got a budget. We're there. Yes, if you have a budget, we need our expenses paid.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, go on. I mean, we can't go anywhere if we don't have any money.
I'm the other manager. He the primary. I'm the other manager.
This is the secondary manager. I just go.
But yes, we're available for speaking engagements.
Sure.
If we have time. We have time.
What's that email address? What's our email address?
thecowives@gmail. Why don't you know that?
Because I'm not going to remember. thecowives@gmail.com.
Yes.
So hit us up there, Jordan, and we can talk about it. We can see what's going to happen. Okay.
I'm totally kidding about the expenses, but just...
Okay, let's see here. Peace, Queens. I have a question from my husband to yours, and from me to you both. Hello, honey. What advice can you give to a man on adding a woman with a child? What about her situation with her child's father? Also, advice for me about her child as his existing wife. So we're going to start with the husband to husband conversation here. Do you want me to ask it again? Or you got it?
I think I got it. What advice a woman with a child?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I guess you do need to. The main thing is to find out about the father's involvement with the child and his, how he stand with her moving on. right? And a lot of men, well, let me not say that, not speak for these lot of men that I do not know, but some men may have a problem. They may not have a problem with her moving on, but when they find out she is sharing a man, they may have a problem with that because with him, she most likely didn't want to do that. A lot of the times, that's why the relationship broke up, or that's what added fuel to the many fires. Maybe he cheated on her, which a lot of men do. So now that she's with now that she's sharing a man, he may be resentful for he may be resentful because of that. So you want to know how he is with her moving along, because some people, never fully release the other person, and how he would feel about her uh sharing the person she moved on with, which he may not have a problem with her moving on, but he may have a problem with her moving on in a polygynous situation. You need to find out his legal standing with the child. What is he on child support? Is he on the books? Is he on the birth certificate? What power does he have?
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you have all that information, you would want to have a conversation with the guy man to man. You're gonna be in his child's life, so you want to meet him. What kind of father he is. Is he the kind that picks his child up every week?
Mm.
Does he spend time? Is he involved? You know, if he's just absent and he doesn't care, then I guess you will have less of a problem. If he is involved, then you definitely want to have a conversation with him. You are going to be, I guess, co-parenting his offspring. You might want to find out about the child support situation. Is he on child support?
Yes.
I would advise that if he's on child support, try to get him released from child support, because that will give him leverage in your business, I guess. Unless if he is volunteering for that and he wants to do that and it's cool. There's a lot of variables, but it is something you want to investigate. You want to see, uh, I guess, what role he plays in his child's life, what role he plays in your proposed wife's uh, life, and you want to go from there. It might come to you having a needing to have a conversation about things, and uh, of course it depends on the kind of person he is, but that's where you start, and that's the direction you want to go in.
Okay. Now, the second portion of the question is, what about her situation? Oh, okay. So where they did that. Well, it says, what about her situation with her child's father? Okay. And advice for me about her child as his existing wife. A lot of people seem to have fears about one mother replacing the other, and that's just not something that could ever happen. So you won't be replacing the child's mother or anything like that. You guys will have to decide on how y'all feel about discipline between between the parents and things like that. You guys will have to find out how much authority everybody's gonna have and things like that. Over here, we all have the same authority over all of the children that are in the house, period. So, you would have to, y'all would have to decide if you're okay with that. Some people aren't comfortable with that, and that's their prerogative. Everybody has to obviously be fair and keep balance and things like that. Treat people according to their age and size and mentality, because all kids are different. So, So everything has to be looked at. But I would say for the child, you want to, like we was already talking about being a friend in the other video. You want to be a friend to that child, and you want to be a friend to that mother. You want to be somebody that child can look up to. And I believe when it comes to children, you're supposed to show a level of love, period. So, you know, you don't have to be all over the child. Like, that's another situation, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to come in and automatically be the other mommy. And he is not going to come in automatically be this child's father. Not yet. It's going to take time. Going to take time, and then people can be incorporated into those roles and things like that, you know. So there's going to be a lot of discussion between y'all on how you guys are going to do. Like I said, everybody's different. If y'all living together, I think all the adults are supposed to be disciplinary. You know what I mean? Don't you think? You're reading that. Wait. Wait, we'll come to that. I saw another question.
Woo!
I didn't read it. YouTube got it. YouTube got all the questions. Okay, I got quite a few questions lining up here, and I'm just putting them to the side, and we're going to answer each one.
Yeah, you need to throw them up there.
For as long as we possibly can.
Yeah, I can't see him, but he's standing right there.
He's looking. He's like, "What are y'all seeing?" It shows up on the screen and then they fade away. So this is why we have to have the laptop open as well.
Don't
no,
touch
that's
nothing.
okay.
I'll scoot back
it's
over.
Good.
Look.
We good. We happy.
Twinsy.
Happy twins. We just together forever. Okay.
Boy.
All right.
Keep the questions coming, though.
Whew, all right.
Y'all serious today.
So let's see. Which ones have we done?
Erase them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've done these. Girl, we got questions coming in, inbox and everything. I have had to go in my personal inbox. Y'all funny. I've had to go in my personal inbox and pull out a question that just, I don't have access to you.
No, I'm telling them, don't go in my...
Oh, don't go in her inbox. We won't see it. Okay. Can a relationship form behind a co-wife's back and then come to light and try to make it work?
Yes.
It can.
Man, we call that the fix.
It's 2:37 in Israel. Hello.
Oh, hey.
In the morning.
Yashara. Yisrael.
It can work, but anything built on deception, lies, and
what's the success rate,
shenanigans, I mean, it depends on the culture of the people.
Yeah. It's just, if it's behind her back, okay, in Islam, a man brings home a wife behind his woman's back.
It's typical. So, I mean...
It is.
The divorce rate in Islam is extremely high, though.
Yes.
I don't know the divorce rate in the Hebrew culture. Is it high or low?
I mean, it's probably...
it's not that high.
It's not that high, but it's like divorces with our situation. It come from unrighteousness and all sorts of stuff.
But it's not that high. I know it's lower than the national average.
Even with polygyny being a dynamic?
Even with polygyny being a dynamic. But if the sister run off and stuff,
Islam is more welcoming to divorce.
Y'all more welcome to divorce. Exactly. Y'all more welcome for your husband to go off and...
Like, I need a cool-up, please.
Thank you. No. No, not over here. We don't do it like that. I mean... there's the success rate of that is slim. I mean, outside of Islam, I would say the success rate of a man just bringing home a sister and saying it's your new co-wife,
but he hasn't relieved you of your position as a wife. He hasn't relieved you of your position. What is the success rate then?
Of what?
Of you talking about being Hebrew.
If a Hebrew man brings home a woman, right? He already has another wife. He brings home another woman and says, "This is your co-wife." Knowing that you, the husband, have not released your primary or your initial wife of her office as wife, she can't go nowhere, right? So what's the success rate?
My thing is, I feel like those wives still go wherever they going. They still go. I'm telling you.
We have enough data to assess.
Okay, we don't have enough data.
You're looking at polygyny specific.
I can only
And
say
you're looking at like polygyny specific, more specific with a cheating guy, or maybe not cheating. Let's
no
not
cheating
call it
is the
cheating,
word. It's
but
just not adultery.
you bring home. Okay, yeah, you cheating. You bring home another woman.
Yeah.
Here's my new wife. We don't have enough.
Do you know how much we don't have enough data? But do you know how much
enough.
healing is going to have to happen? You're welcome to try this if you want
I
to.
say don't try
but
it.
so much healing is going to have to happen.
Don't try it.
I don't know how the
it.
existing wife is supposed to trust you guys after you guys have done something like that. You're going to have to build up her trust.
Yes.
She's going to have to at some point be open to forgiving you
Yep.
and to trusting you again. And the two are not necessarily synonymous.
Yeah.
So you'll have to wait for her to build up her trust. Y'all gonna have to be apologetic all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have to deal with her going back over again and again for the 50th time. And so it's just one of those things where, I mean, sure, marriage is worth it, but y'all came into it the wrong way. And so many times we see where it has fallen and failed. And
You think trust can be built up from that, though?
yes,
Rebuilt.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's
You
a
have
choice. And it just
to
is.
do it or not.
It just is. You have a choice. We know of one family that they seem to be doing very well.
Yeah.
You know, they have talked about it.
So choice.
They've talked about it in these private groups. So I ain't saying no names. I'm not giving out all the information. They seem to be doing very well, but it's a choice. It's a choice to, forgiveness and putting trust into somebody. These are actions. And you just have to take the step to do that. I mean, don't ever do it again.
You choose to feel this way. But sir, that just entered. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. I saw that.
I'm saying, put yourself in the woman's.
Oh yes, morally.
No, not morally, but I'm saying he was cheating, and then he brings home the woman and say, "That's my wife."
Deandra set fire to the couch. And then she put the couch outside.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
That's why I said I really feel like.
First of all, does he even feel like he did something wrong?
I mean, he might not feel like he did something wrong. Do you?
So how can trust be rebuilt from that?
Because once he understands that she feels a certain way, he is responsible for her feelings, and he has to repair them.
You can't change anything if you don't acknowledge that there's a problem.
Yes.
Right.
And so if he doesn't think that he's wrong and she feels like he was wrong, she's gonna have to make him see. But at some point he's gonna have to see the hurt and pain that he has put this woman in.
This is not
that he claims to love.
I was cheating on you. This is a here's my wife.
Yeah.
This is what wrong? Where?
Right, and see, that's the thing. It's wrong in the sense that if this was something that was not discussed, although polygyny is always on the table, no matter what nobody's saying.
Any Abrahamic faiths, polygyny is
there.
on the table no matter what that man say. Okay. No matter how he told you he was pro-monogamy and he didn't want it. It is still on the table.
Us.
Do not believe that.
Ain't nobody else but
Get your mind ready now.
No, it's not true.
It can happen 25 years down the line.
If he brings this woman home and he says, "This is my wife," yes, you will be hurt. It's some hurtful stuff. It doesn't make sense. It is not right. Please don't think. Okay. I still want to address that question, but go ahead, because I'm stuck on your.
We're stuck on this question.
So what Sir just said was, the West teaches al-Islam that you can just come home and bring home what? No, that's not true. Hadith teaches people that.
Oh.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Now that stuff is old, and it's old. So know what I'm saying? That's the Hadith. Hadith says I can bring a wife home, and there's nothing you can do about it. Matter of fact, I can marry her. Be married to her for years and never tell you, and there's nothing wrong.
I just personally feel that men that do that are callous and they're inconsiderate of their existing wives' feelings. I just don't think that you care. I don't think that you care, and I don't think that you love her. I think that coming into polygyny as women who are quote unquote born and raised in the Western world is already hard enough. You see what I'm saying? I see the.
You're welcome.
But it's hard enough coming into this and being open to it, and then you want to like spring it on people like that. I mean, did you really want our cooperation? I don't like to, when it comes to polygyny, I really don't like to tell men to put the shoe on the other foot, because we know that polyandry is like completely forbidden in our walks of life. But imagine, I mean, somebody just sprung it on you. Put yourself in her shoes. They just sprung it on you. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's so many, if she's of an Abrahamic belief system,
that's hard.
Every holy book that's in the Abrahamic faiths tells you that a man, has this right. And I think that really studies and education on the situation and clarifying any questions and securing any insecurities that she may have should bring her over to being okay with sharing you. But that's just
hard.
That is like the hardest way ever.
It's a lot of unnecessary work.
We listen to wives all the time crying and lamenting, and they're in pain because of these things. So just please consider the drama that you're bringing into your household. I don't even know the Hebrew word for drama, but I know the Arabic word for what I say is drama. Because when I read the Muslim stuff, and they like, it's too much fitna. It's fitna. I'm like, context clues tell me that mean drama.
That's beyond
okay. So just don't bring
choose
your drama.
Battles, man.
Yeah.
If polygyny, if you want polygyny and it's going to be a fight, I'd rather you fight during the discussions, talking about it. Fight at that point. But don't just bring this woman home, because that's a whole different kind of fight.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You already got one. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Stop. Let's see. We live in a Western culture. What can be done to calm first wife fears? Hang on that question.
They said what?
Where am I? What is this? I don't know what this is.
I don't know. You got.
I should close it. It shouldn't be there.
It's Glasses USA.
Yeah, I don't know why that was there. Okay. Hi Horatio on Facebook. He says technically women will do what they want to do in any religion. Both male and female can be orthodox or unorthodox. Then many women have been hurt in the Hebrew sects with the view that sex is marriage.
We go together now.
Yeah.
We married.
Yeah. Wow. Isis Divine, we're going to do this Facebook question right quick. Would you guys have done polygyny without religion?
Absolutely, yes. Marriage predates religion anyway, in my opinion. I mean,
biologically, I wholeheartedly believe that mankind...
Anthropological studies have shown.
I just have to believe that mankind is polygynous. There are monogamous animals, and I was showing.
Let's not get into the animal joke.
No. We're not going to that side. No. We're not going to that side.
Animals totally mess my mind. I hate animals.
Swans are monogamous.
Yes,
swans mate. And they mate for life. Squirrels are monogamous too. They mate and they mate for life. Human beings don't have that same track record of mating for life, and it's never ever been like that. Yeah. There was some scientific study done, and it says that the majority of us on the earth are here because of polygyny happening, and people that were not polygynous, men that weren't polygynous for a reason, and their genetic material was lost. It was sent away because they didn't have any wives. So yeah, definitely, I wouldn't have a problem with polygyny if I was outside of like a spiritual Abrahamic mindset. So let's see here. Okay.
Why does a man have to sneak around? Because he's scared of his wife.
Why does a man have to sneak around? Because he's scared of his wife. He's scared of her reaction.
Of him.
And it don't mean she gonna beat him up or nothing. Well, I mean, her tears let's be real. Yeah, but her tears are scary enough.
Nah, that skillet.
The skillet.
You're like, screw your tears. This is my wife. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh no, that sounded like a
don't sneak around.
No,
if
don't
you
do
want
that.
another woman, that's a discussion you need to have with your wife. And if she's not on board, my suggestion, listen to that. Because you married a monogamous-minded woman, and it's kind of hard
in
to
some
change
situations, and in other situations, listen to it because she probably knows you better than you know yourself, and she might be thinking you're not ready.
Like, we ain't even got no bread.
I knew somebody. She was like, "Listen, he's not ready. I don't have a problem with polygyny, but I will not do it with him because he is not ready." Okay, nope, don't. So did we talk about we live in a Western culture? What can be done to calm first wife fears? We didn't talk about that, did we? No.
In the Western.
And we live in what can be done to calm first wife's fears.
Worldwide. Why is it's not just Western culture and you know, it's not. I don't understand it.
People that are pro polygyny and pro monogamy and anti polygyny. Typically, the women do not like to hear the idea that they are insecure when it comes to the fact that they don't want to share. They get really upset when you call them insecure. I'm not saying that you're insecure as if like you just have a problem with yourself. A lot of women are not necessarily secure in their relationship and in their position that they have with that man. If a man is going to be polygynous, this woman is not. If he's polygynous, he should be strong and he should be a leader. So I don't think that you should believe that this man is going to find a woman to replace you. He's not going to let a woman replace you. Typically, these women coming in are not trying to replace you. Now, there's certain situations where she tried to talk him into leaving me and all this type of stuff. If he's strong, if he's a leader, if he's strong and he's a leader, he's certainly not going to let that happen. You know, and he'll put that woman away or put her in her place and tell her you not finna take her place.
But can't no weak man put nobody in their place.
No.
Hey,
how about that?
No,
L Jordan on YouTube. I'm here, man.
Oh.
Ask whatever questions you.
Okay, here. And that was the next question. So just you gotta work on her insecurities.
We just get spammed. We did. Somebody told me I'm giving away three cell phones or something. You said.
All right, well give us those 3 cell phones.
Cash TV.
But no,
I'm gonna block you.
You want to work on her security,
her
insecurity. You want to let her know that she's loved. You want to let her know that she is always a wife in your house. She's always a wife to you, and that you ain't going nowhere from her, and that she ain't going nowhere from you. Period. And we're gonna need a charger for this tablet.
The tablet
needs a charger. So you wanna make sure that she knows that, and you have to constantly, in my opinion, reminder of that.
Get you some polygynous friends.
Get her polygynous friends. Get all of you polygynous friends.
Yes.
Let her see you talking to the brothers and things like that, and you can tell her what you learned and all this type of stuff.
Patricia Dixon's book.
Patricia Dixon's book is awesome for that.
Yes.
We Want for Our Sisters, What We Want for Ourselves by Dr. Patricia Dixon. I prefer the original version.
Yeah,
There's
the original
2 versions,
version
but the original
was
is
really
real
good,
thorough. So
YouTube videos. Show her the channel.
Show her my channel. You know, let her watch and things. Let her ask questions from sisters like us. You want her to feel comfortable, and normalizing polygyny in her life will definitely bring her around at some point. It might take 20 years. So just be prepared.
Man, YouTube is on fire.
YouTube is on fire.
Oh, serious.
So he already told Jason he was there. Jordan. Okay, yeah, because it's Jordan and Jason on there. Told Jordan he was there because Jordan wants the husband to ask some questions, and he wants you to make a video. By the way, sir.
He makes the video from right there, though.
He wants you to give them some dialogue and do your own Q&A. Maybe, perhaps. We'll talk about it.
Top of the year. Let's think about it.
Top of the year, maybe. Okay. So with this, we already answered. How do you give the incoming wife proper space without seeming antisocial? It is a balance. It's a balancing act. I wouldn't be too antisocial. I would. You want to give her proper space. You want to talk to her. Y'all have to talk. You have to learn each other's likes and dislikes. You have to learn each other's ways. You got to see, look, what she cook good, what you cook good. And go ahead and do that. find out what y'all have in common and things, and then just let her have her space. If she is cleaning her room and she need to go clean her room, you know, you can ask her, what you doing? I'm cleaning my room. Okay, all right, cool. Like, let her be. What you doing? I'm on the phone with my sister. Oh, okay, all right, let her be. You know, so don't, I mean, if you are the type that stays away from people in your house, then okay. But otherwise, just ebb and flow, you know. Try to find things y'all can do together. Go
do what you would do with your own friends.
What would you do with your friends?
Somebody you met in a grocery store. How would you?
Y'all gonna go to coffee?
You know,
go to tea.
Don't overthink it. Just
go to Barnes and Nobles and look at books.
Just some regular stuff.
Like the kids did today.
Wendell Berry says, if she is completely closed-minded and threatens to leave, what should you do?
A bird in the hand is worth two in the butt.
Stay monogamous.
It just is.
Don't cheat on her though.
I would really wonder. You need to ask yourself how important it is to you. Is polygyny? Is the idea of polygyny so important to you that you're gonna break up with a woman that has been there by your side for X amount of time and all this kind of stuff? Is it so important to you that you're willing to break up the current home that you have with this woman? Because those women don't even exist in your life yet. Presumably, they're not even around yet. And then even if they do exist in your life, if you're not married to them yet, I promise you don't know how they're gonna be in marriage. You just have no idea. So why do that?
Sometimes people married around people too, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said you gotta weigh that out. That's on you. That's on you. I would say stay. What'd you say?
Keep my opinion to myself.
What? No, you don't have to.
I'm
What's
keep
your
it.
opinion?
I'm mumbling, man.
I'm like, hey, I mean, sometimes people marry around people.
That's so you gotta marry the right people. So long.
You gotta figure it out.
You have to figure it out though. What if this quote unquote right person doesn't exist?
Here's the thing: if he still wants polygyny, she doesn't.
People unhappy. They're gonna split eventually. You know. So that's why I'm just like.
Yes, sometimes people do marry around. Yes, that happens. However, don't take this advice and go do some
Don't run off.
stuff.
I'm telling you.
You make sure that you have
get
to
yourself
sure that
together.
You're a good person.
I don't want you to be manipulated by your spouse and stand into something that you don't really want to be in.
It gets serious, especially if you're legally divorced, because people lose everything.
Jason says, cut your losses.
Man. Yeah. Especially if it's less than 5 years.
We must be related or something.
If it's less than 5 years, you know what I mean? If it's been a year and she says she gonna leave and stuff like that, I don't know.
I'm running with it.
Okay, so the other question is, why would a stable man want to marry a woman who already showed that she makes bad decisions? Oh, this is regarding the baby mama or have his wives around her. Are people not redeemable? People are redeemable.
Man, sometimes.
And
who asked that question?
Somebody on YouTube.
On YouTube. Was that?
It had to have been a brother, right? No.
I don't know.
It might not have been a brother.
Let's answer this question in the most righteous way.
Sometimes you're tied to people, man. Sometimes life got you to where you're locked to people. A child does that.
Jason said it was him. Yeah.
Jason, listen.
A child does that, and that's the mother of your child. Okay, she may have her problems, man, but sometimes the best place for her is with you, dude.
Yeah.
But he's saying that this woman has made bad decisions because she's a baby mama. So why would you even want her around your wives? Why would you want this bad decision-making single woman who's got kids to come be a part of your family and infect your wives with her singleness?
Well, you don't. Where did that question come
That's
from?
what Jason was asking.
Well, what you do, Jason, is you realize that these are people too. And just because she's the baby mama does not mean like that she's just like a leper, because a lot of times baby mamas did not think there was going to be an end to that relationship. Most women don't get with a dude thinking it'll be over in a week or something.
Now, people got to understand there's
people grown.
Polygyny comes in a variety. There's different dynamics. You might have, 2 wives in the house and, you build with them. They get along fine, run the household, and you know you will have this other one that can't really get along. She might be
feral.
in her own.
She's just a feral
She's a feral woman.
She might need to be in her own home, and you know, you might still need to be a husband to her.
Yeah.
If she could understand that, like, look, you know, you're gonna have your own space, so you can't get into it, but
Listen,
don't
just burn the couch up.
No, don't burn the couch.
She got to her own place because Deandra burned the couch up.
Wow.
Ain't nobody sitting down. Everybody standing up.
Let's see here. Horatio says state marriages versus marriage with contract with a hush clause.
Hush clause.
What's a hush clause, Horatio? You're going to have to explain that one to us. I don't know what a hush clause is.
That's hers.
Ah. No, you can have it. It's still there. It's for you. You can have it.
Go ahead, y'all know the paperwork stuff.
No, I don't know what a hush clause is. I don't know.
So,
so I can't
state
find
marriage versus marriage with a
contract with a hush clause. So I don't know what the hush clause is.
State marriage isn't a state marriage.
Straight marriage is on the book of marriage.
I don't know. We'll
come back to it if you'll
define
define what a hush clause is.
Right.
Let's see. As Hebrew men, would you agree that the men should be financially capable to take in another wife? Otherwise, it is sin and fornication.
Hush clauses, according to what this is saying, it's hush money. It's like shut up about it.
No, I don't know.
Face lit up.
We're gonna. She's like, I'll take hush money. No, we gotta. What Horatio means. We gotta find out what he means.
He's gonna let us know.
But did y'all hear the question?
Like
yes.
Did y'all hear the question?
As Hebrew men,
would you agree that the men should be financially capable to take in another wife? Otherwise, it's sin and fornication.
No, I disagree.
So if you broke, it's a sin and fornication. If you got money, it's not.
What is sin? What is sin defined as? Sin is defined as transgression of Torah, is transgression of the law. And I mean, that is what the sin is. So if is that breaking any laws in Torah? I don't think so. I don't remember any laws that say that. I mean, the only thing that Torah asks is that you do not diminish.
You do not diminish from the first
wife.
Was it her marital rights?
Her marital rights and like food and clothing. So
same as
right.
Yeah.
So if you marry one independent woman that say I can do it for myself and I'll provide my own house, my own this, my own that, and you marry another independent woman and you're broke, you didn't diminish.
You didn't diminish, yeah.
From the first one.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. No, don't read that.
I'm sorry.
So the next question is, question for both wives. As a first wife, how do you get over seeing the husband? Oh, we already talked about that for the first time. So showing affection for the first time. We get along with the sister and speak often. They're not married yet. Shalom, sis. I addressed that. I think it's either early on in this particular video. Oh wait, if you're on YouTube, it's early on in this video. So if you're on Facebook, it may have been in the previous video before our stuff shut off. So you'll have to watch it again. About showing your husband showing affection to a new wife for the first time. Okay. Okay. Horatio says, meaning she can't speak. It's a gig clause is what it is.
A gag.
Oh, gag. Sorry, gag. I thought it said gig. Meaning she can't speak about the contents of the marriage in a state or federal court. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean,
I got money to like enforce this stuff.
Yeah.
First off,
I mean, I don't know. You go into the courts, and I mean, you can plead the fifth all you want, I guess, on everything, right? We can always plead the fifth and be uncooperative.
That's only in the courts.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about in the courts, right? That's what he's talking about. Is in the courts. I mean, that's fine if that's what you want her to do.
Yo.
What do you think? This is a Horatio question. Question from Horatio.
He'll answer it for you.
He said state marriage versus
marriage with a contract and a hush clause.
A contractual marriage, like draw up a contract with a hush clause in it, a gag order.
But okay, so the other one is not recognized as the state, but you want particulars in it to be recognized by the state.
Right. Basically. Where they do that?
Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that's what it said.
Yeah. So the non-state marriage is not recognized by the state, but you want that that clause in it that that is going to be recognized by the state, so it'll be inadmissible in state or federal court.
Right.
There's a problem with that thinking though.
Yeah, what's the problem with it? It don't make sense. I shouldn't say that.
I need
that's almost like saying like let's bust this drug deal. Right?
Right. Oh,
but if you don't pay me the money that you're supposed to pay me, I'll take you to court.
So then if that's the case, they shouldn't be in court in the first place. It's their charger over there. We'd have to be able to plug it up and stuff. So
the charger for what?
It's gonna die soon. Everything is gonna die soon. Jason says, while you do that, in my mind, unless the kid's father is sexually abusive, they got to go live with him if that woman is joining my house. Men need to take care of their kin.
Whoa, Jason.
Well, but it happens, and they do believe that is a common.
That is the common.
I mean, it's
trait.
common in Islam too. The children go with the children go with the father. That is true. But now we're gonna go on to America 2017, and no, that's not happening.
I know of a sister who left her children from her first husband.
I know
and she went away. And we got a homeboy that says, come live with me and leave those children with their father. I will give you new ones. That's what Hotep said.
It just.
As mothers, like that's if that's the way the legal system went, there would be a lot less divorces. I know that much. Because as mothers, I personally can't fathom leaving my children as I go and be with someone else. In Western society, as y'all already know, the children typically go with the wife. They go with the mother. So
that's the only time I'll say that that's some Western stuff. Because yes, even in Islam, the children go with the father. The children stay with the dad.
Yeah, so you can do that if you want to.
But I'm trying to think. And all of the Muslim women I know, and it just doesn't happen. And they say that the children can stay with the mother as long as she's not married again. So they just don't get married. They just keep the kids and don't get married.
Wow.
I'm not leaving my kids.
Nah. He says, I'm saying if you're taking on a wife and are not providing these things, what's the difference between that and fornication? Torah requires accountability. But I mean, if you're not providing these things, there is a difference between that and fornication. I mean, that is not the definition of fornication. I mean, fornication really is quite vague. It's sexual immorality is the definition. A man and a woman come together in agreement that they are husband and wife, and they say that before witnesses, and they say that before the Most High. They are married, and what the Most High has put together, let no man put asunder, and so on and so forth. It doesn't matter. Marriage is marriage, and marriage is not fornication. Marriage is not sin, whether he's poor and got 40 wives or not. It just doesn't go there like that. The accountability comes in. That's why they aren't supposed to. They aren't supposed to diminish the first wife. That's a totally different thing. But fornication is its own category, which is sexual immorality.
Yes, you are right. That is.
Fornication is illicit sex, according to the Torah. So it's a broad
that's that monkey stuff.
Sodomy, adultery. They're all fornication.
Incest.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
A marriage is an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if the man and the woman make an agreement, we know culturally the man provides this, provides that. Right? But if the man and the woman make that agreement, and in that agreement he does not have to provide certain things because she sees he's incapable, and he makes the same agreement with another woman, that's not fornication.
Yes, I agree.
I agree too.
Horatio asked us to add him to the video. We don't know how. We were supposed to know how by now.
It should be an ad thing there. Do you see it on the screen?
Oh.
I'd have to get up to do it. Do you see anything?
What does it
Where
look
it
like?
has two people and a plus sign.
Nope. No,
Don't see
What
it.
are the options? The options.
it's not there.
Horatio says the gag clause, the hush clause, was as a plan if she decides to divorce. I mean, then the entire there's
So if she decides to divorce, she can go talking about the marriage. Oh, what is that?
Go
I
on,
saw it.
Jordan.
I saw
Go
it.
ahead, Jordan. You ain't
that's
playing,
something
Jordan.
else. Wait.
You ain't playing. All right, Jordan. Go ahead, then.
He said he gonna get his
He gonna
conversation.
get that.
Okay, understand.
Go ahead, Jordan. Come get this tutelage.
Tutelage.
Come
Wow.
on, Jordan. We got it for you.
I'm not seeing it here.
What the ad? You can't add. You have to add from the phone.
From the device.
Like
You
I
have
have
to
to
add
get
from
up.
the
And I'm,
device.
okay,
it's
so
not, it's not there.
It's not there. It might not be there. Sometimes live is not even an option on my phone with this app, man. Like it doesn't even exist. He's looking. He doesn't see it.
no, it's not there.
See, so it's not there.
So you
It
have to keep typing. I have
keep
to go.
typing, Horacio.
Nah, just
I can take me a second.
So now I'm here by myself. What I was okay. I gotta find something to talk about. I know you just got a text message in your phone there. So Jordan said that he is an electrical contractor here, and he will trade work for your dialogue for real. You hear that, Sifa? So any projects or anything like that, y'all might have to discuss that. You know, it's in a similar arena. I'm taking your email address and I'm putting it somewhere for him. So let's see here. Okay. So we actually had a topic. If we didn't have any more questions, we actually had a topic to talk about. And I would like her to come back so that we could talk about this topic. The topic we had, sir, is we're talking about interracial polygyny, intercultural polygyny, and all the other possible inters that will, he said he's DBE certified. Want to talk about the topic?
What topic?
The topic.
Sure, I had to check the food.
I know it smells really good.
I had to check the food.
She had to check the food. It smells really good. It smells great.
What's the topic?
Interracial polygyny, intercultural polygyny.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I should get started on this. There's a lot of situations where, you got a wife that's one race and a wife that's another race.
You got a white wife and you black, and then you go off and you decide you want polygyny, and you've been with this white wife for 20 years, and now you done went and got you a black woman. Welcome, brother. Welcome back to yourself. First of all, thank you for coming back. While you were walking around unaware of yourself, you went and married this woman, which is, whatever,
Happens.
for whatever reasons.
Uh-huh.
Self-hate.
Oh my gosh.
Lack of knowledge of self. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so in these groups, a lot of the questions and a lot of the women are, concerned, he has a black wife now, and they laugh at each other's jokes, and I feel like I'm out of the loop. I don't understand what's going on. They talk about things I'm not aware of, and this, that, and the third. And it's like, if you are in an interracial marriage and you go off and you find a woman of your race, or you're an how do I say it? Intellectual.
Sure.
Whatever. You smart. Your wife is a dummy, and then you went and married the smart woman, and so anytime when yes, that is real life, but anytime you find a woman that's your match, culturally, race, or whatever, then there tends to be balance that comes that wasn't there before. You will have a tethering to this other woman that you don't have to this other woman because they're different, you know. It's like, you know, marrying someone from the city, but you're from the South. And so now you've married another woman from the South, and y'all know about eating raccoon and stuff. This other woman doesn't because she's a city woman. You know what I mean? Help me explain it, because all I got is some kind of logical reason and answers. That's all I got.
mean, yeah, I was just saying, like, the South people ain't eating raccoons that I know of unless they... Hey.
It's Alabama.
That's Alabama. Must be.
Alabama.
Must be. I mean, then they have Roy Moore, but anyway. They have their dude, right? But anyway. So, what happens is he comes back to himself, like she said. He becomes conscious. And now he feels compelled to bring in a black wife, an African American wife, or African wife into his family, and it causes problems. Or it can have the potential to cause problems, because now you've got one person that doesn't feel as connected like the other two, like the husband and wife that's the same race feel, because she's cooking stuff the way he likes it, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And obviously the physical features and everything is different. And so, you know, we're saying we would probably say don't do that.
Whatever you've done it, so many of them
have done it.
So,
but things happen. The second wife, stuff.
The first wife has to remember she's still a wife.
Yeah.
You just can't make roti. It's okay. You're still a wife. He still loves you. You guys are good.
Yeah.
You know.
Y'all are together. Another thing. Another part of this interracial, intercultural polygyny thing. A lot of quote unquote African American men feel like they should go outside of so-called black women in America and find themselves a wife, because they feel like the westernized African American woman has a lot of drama and baggage and issues, and he just can't take it. So he's gonna go and he's gonna find a sister from somewhere else.
That goes to the importing them. They wanna go get an exotic import.
You want to go get an exotic import. So
and then you find out women are women.
From their standpoint, they don't want an exotic import.
What do they want?
They're just saying like, it's not built right in America.
It's not built right in America. But here's my thing. Whew. Here's my thing. The so-called African American man have just as much drama and issues as his female counterpart.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those things where, you're trying to get away from it, but you taking it over there with you. You already have your issues and drama and everything, and you taking it over there with you. You have your things that you just can't do and are unable to do and all this kind of stuff. You taking it over there with you. So at the end of the day, I really wish that when it comes to Americans, I really wish so-called African American men and women would come together and understand that we've been by each other's side this whole ride. We have literally been ride or dies for each other this whole time. Like, just understand, y'all.
That doesn't even make sense.
Huh?
That doesn't make sense.
What doesn't? That we've been ride or dies the whole time?
In which culture is it looked at like that? We've been by each other the whole side, like, duh.
Well, no. That's not the case
like
for other places, though. In slavery, we were in slavery together. There were times that we had to hide this man, and we had to nurse this man back to health, and all this kind of stuff.
There was no separating. There was
no
separating.
A people was enslaved.
But then these folks
genders.
then forgot that.
So I'm saying, so which culture is it? Which people is it?
70s babies. the 80s
separated
babies
from the
and the
women to the
90s.
point where it has to be indicated that, you know, we were in this together.
I personally feel like they have to be. Yeah, I hear you,
Yeah.
but I feel like personally they have to be reminded of
They
that
need
fact
to.
that
They
actually at the
forgotten
end of the
this.
day, like we pretty much deserve each other.
And the same thing for the women. The women, they've got a hold of
Deserve
this
each other.
feminism thing, and they forget themselves.
They forget themselves.
That your counterpart is your counterpart. Everybody's messed up in the same type of way.
We have the same history, and this is why. I mean, have you seen the divorce rates of interracial marriages in America?
No, I don't pay much attention to the interracial
I saw
thing.
them.
What is it?
I mean, these men they end up cheating and
Right.
Yeah.
They keep a black woman in the cut somewhere,
and they end
I'm
up
not
back
making
with her.
fun of anything.
Yeah,
or
you
anyone, I'm
know.
just saying. It's the
So,
truth.
I mean, he says it's not that we want an import once somebody understands the basics, but do
And
y'all
not have
but
to go
do
back
the,
and forth.
But does
he know the basics?
African American man know the basics?
No, because he
not
was raised
necessarily
by
an
a single
African
mother,
American
more than likely.
woman who also did not know the basics, and the
He
cycle
was raised
continues.
by Big Mama and them.
So it's
And
like
they were overbearing women.
both sides have to understand.
Whole line of women are single women.
Yeah, so both sides have to understand that there are problems and things, and some of us are just gonna have to understand that we need to heal ourselves and each other.
Yes.
Yeah, at the end of the day. So
And you won't do that by continually trying to go import you a woman. And I'll say it's an import exotic because that's what I think it is in my opinion, because a lot of these black men have self-hate and they just want their children to have pretty hair and a nice color skin.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and they seek out these women for that purpose. And then when they get 35, 40 years old, now they want a black woman.
Yeah. Yeah. When they get into themselves. So, I mean, somebody's saying that we're being inaccurate when we talk about interracial marriages.
Who said that?
This is a brother said that on YouTube. But I mean, and you can feel that way.
You got a white wife, don't you?
I mean, it just seems like, hey, when the situation's on the other foot though, and the black woman has a white husband, they call women bed wenches and all sorts of stuff. So we're just gonna understand that what I'm basically saying is that African American men and women gotta understand that both sides have problems. We have problems that stem from the same thing, from the same histories and things like that. And trying to run away from that, thinking that you have what you're supposed to have and that you're going to go out there. A lot of the times you don't. And that's why why they end up finding out that all women are the same.
All women are the same.
Because you got with that Somalian woman and
or that Sudanese woman,
and you couldn't do what her Somalian men do or her Sudanese man did.
Are men over there.
You know, you can't build them a house and things like that, and you can't fix her plumbing and stuff like that. And now she's not submissive anymore. She's not submissive. She's angry at you, and she's yelling at you and throwing things because you couldn't do what you were supposed to do, you know? So.
And y'all sitting up here talking about these Sudanese women. Okay.
Oh, no.
Go get you one.
No, Jason.
Come back here when you went and got you a Sudanese woman, Jason.
Said some stuff. No.
I've been seeing Jason. I see Jason. Jason funny.
Look, you got me rubbing my head there, bro.
They got a group for y'all.
I didn't
on
see
Facebook.
that.
You should find it.
Yeah.
And that's coming from two black women who married a foreigner.
We did.
But you black.
You black though.
Now what?
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm black, y'all. Hey. You're black, brother.
Sudanese women don't even think they Sudanese. They feel like they Arabs. They're not African. Anyway.
The women they want to go after are black.
Tell me that, Jason. Tell me you looking, Jason Jordan. Y'all looking for black, right? Now, if y'all looking for Filipino, Mexican, and all the rest of that stuff, then I got a problem.
He said, you black, bro?
You black, bro.
He black.
Where is your husband from? He's from the Caribbean. He's from the Caribbean.
He's a black man.
So he's a descendant of slaves, just like us. Come on.
Go ahead.
I'm black and the black.
Black, y'all.
He black. Yup.
Oh.
He said, shout out to my West Indian brothers.
So,
yes.
Hey,
now we not saying sisters don't go get you a West Indian. We ain't said that.
I'm not telling the brothers not to do it either.
Oh, man, I'm one island north of you, bro.
One island north of you.
Now,
St. Vincent.
I'm like
But-
right north of you, man.
Yes, we're not saying don't go out and get a Caribbean person. We're not
I'm saying as long
don't
as
go
they
out
black
and get an
and you
African
black
person.
That's all that matters to
And
me.
and my thing is, as us being those of us that are African American realize that some of these people they have not had the situations you've had. They have not had to deal with the drama that you've had to deal with in your family history, in your country's history, and things like that. So the ways that they are, and the way that they think is often very different from us. So be prepared to be what they need, or expect some intercultural differences,
Yes.
some struggles and drama.
Yes.
I mean, don't think that we have not had it, ourselves in this relationship. So, he says security is the key on the man's part. Submission and respect is the key on the woman's part. Otherwise, I don't think it'll work. Period. That's right. Period. Full stop. That's it.
That's right, Jordan.
I gotta have African American sisters. So yes, if there are
there any over there?
more questions, no, just Isis co-signing on what we're saying. What's up, Isis? American indoctrinized
That
too.
is true.
American influence is the key, and we have all the same problems.
That is true.
Jason, at one point, I went to the island, and nobody had weave. Everybody was just wearing their own hair and things like that. And you go back a few years later, and the internet has a lot more access on the island. And next thing you know, people got bundles, and cousins are wanting bundle hookups and things like that. And all we're seeing on the pictures is sisters with bundles, and we go over there. It used to be a thing that like fast wayward girls did, with the bundles and with weave and stuff like that. Now it's something completely different, and I'm so mad. I don't want America influencing anybody. Anybody outside of our country is just terrible. What organizations are for polygamy legalization is what
I think, listen, Mr. Burks and that guy Miguel Marie, they had the HQ that was going hard on that polygyny.
Excuse me, the group Polygamy HQ?
Well, it was more than just a group, It's like you have your business and then you have your business.
Oh, so they actually had like a business
they
thing?
They had a movement.
Oh, okay.
That was going in that direction.
We might be able to set you up with them if you hit us up on Facebook via the email or, some other kind of way. There's a high chance that we can put you with them. They're supposed to be working towards legalization. Isu.
I don't need my polygyny legalized. I don't need no white man telling me that I'm married or I'm not married. That's
right.
Between me and God and my husband.
Yeah. Let me answer Isu's question first. Question for Sifa. Are you more candid when it comes to dealing with men regarding your family? Men who are not polygynous or whose wives have not accepted polygyny?
Am I more candid when it comes to men?
Yeah, talking to them.
Regarding the family?
Dealing with men regarding your family.
I don't know.
Isu Anu S. I'll ask it again. Are you more candid when it comes to dealing with men regarding your family? Men who are not polygynous, whose wives have not. Are you saying does he talk about polygyny? Is that what he's asking? Do you talk about it when it comes to dealing?
Can you rephrase your question and ask it again?
Rephrase that question, Isu, because we're not understanding exactly what it was. I'm gonna go to the other question. Hi, Latrice, welcome back. And yes, Isis, everybody used to get embarrassed wearing some weave in their head. And times have apparently changed.
If you want to send us messages after this broadcast, whatever, you can email us at thecowives@gmail.com.
Oh, he said I'm 26. Are there polygynous families that y'all know that have daughters of marriageable ages? No. It depends on your belief system.
Depending on what you look like, too.
It depends on your belief system because I might know some Muslim people, but...
What are your stats, first and foremost?
And I'm not really big with... I don't like to hook people up with the people that I know.
What do you have going What are you doing?
I want you to find them for yourself. They're out there.
But we gotta tell him what he need first.
What he needs?
What do you need first?
In order to...
You need to be able to take care of yourself.
Yes, please.
You need to be gainfully employed, have your own business.
Yes.
You need to be able to provide, protect, and proclaim your wife or wives. When you have those things in order, then you go look for a woman.
Yes. Michael Canty, I agree with all that. Like, write that down. Like, put that in the book. That should go in the book. Okay. Anyway, I'm laughing. What type of activism are y'all involved in? Undisclosed activisms.
Insert
Blank
cause here.
Blank. I mean, yeah. I mean, use your imagination.
So
What activisms are we involved in?
That just.
What did it do?
Just lost live.
We lost live on there? What does it say?
Facebook Live.
What does it say?
Does
it say we're gone? Does it say who?
Yep.
What does it say? What is it?
It died.
And it died again. Hello, YouTube.
Oh,
we're back again.
No,
Welcome
we're not back
back
over here either.
Welcome back.
Mm-mm.
Welcome back. We're here.
Welcome we're there. Okay.
Back. Welcome back.
It's just us, YouTube.
It's just us.
Just
YouTube.
us and y'all.
You know, Facebook is over there tripping. You know, we're
it's
over here
just
with y'all.
us and y'all. How y'all doing?
So yes, make sure you
y'all
got
had
yourself together.
Y'all had the best questions.
Y'all
anyway.
did. Y'all did.
Y'all had some questions,
I like
boy.
YouTube. YouTube is good.
Y'all are scary.
Yes, YouTube.
Your questions is like pow pow pow.
So I guess we'll continue for another.
He said
4
family
minutes.
life. Yeah, family life activism. That's right.
The only activism that I know that we are involved in is our own, and that is basically our own causes. We are champions of our family, and that is what we focus on. We don't focus on anything outside of the family as it stands now.
Yeah, she's right. It's family first. Family
That's
first.
it.
Everything outside of this unit, is outside of this unit, and we may avail ourselves here and there, but it's rare. It's really because Jordan said family life activism, and ultimately it really is that.
Polygyny in particular. I mean, we are activists in Facebook world and in other social media outlets as far as getting the word of positive polygyny and what it looks like.
If you want to send me to Congress to talk about polygyny, I'm down. I'll go. I'll stand up there and I'll talk to
speaking engagements, we'll do them.
Yes, so we'll definitely talk about it. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I want it to just be normalized amongst us. How to level the playing field if American women date multiple men at the same time and so have many options other than you, and you approach with only a wife as your options. I mean,
dating is dating.
Dating is dating, and courting is courting.
That's different.
So
if a single woman has the right to date,
single woman has the right
single
to
people
date.
can date.
But if y'all are dating, that's not your quote unquote girlfriend. She's not your betrothed. She's not y'all not fiancés or anything like that.
Do you have to go to the app for this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to the app? It should
it's
be
on the home screen.
If my phone, if it's
not.
dead, then you have to wait. You have to wait till it comes up. You have to give it about 5 minutes. Yeah.
The app?
Yes, sir. Yes. It's there, but it's not there because it's on my SD.
But yeah, so if you approach this single woman and you just have a wife, as if just having a wife is a bad thing. If you approach a woman that is single to be polygynous with you, and you have a wife, I don't see anything wrong with that. At that point, it's what do you have versus what these people have. Yeah. What makes you
desirable?
There you go.
A viable husband.
All of those things.
How
you take care of your current wife.
I mean, because then you apparently have competition. But
she's
not
single. It's not,
I mean, she's single. She's dating around. I mean, even in polygyny, even in the polygynous world of single women that are looking to be polygynous and things, sometimes these sisters are talking to
getting to know.
They're getting to know. That's what I said.
It's not dating.
It's not dating. They're getting to know these different families, different husbands, different single men, and things like that. And then at that point, once they decide they're courting, they typically
Exclusive.
shut everybody else
Straight
off.
up.
And they go and they court with that person with the intention of marriage being the goal. So I'm still working on getting my financial situation right to take on a second wife. Do that.
Get yourself together.
That's right.
And once you are able to take care of your household, and you see where you can add another person to your household, understanding that you may very well have to take care of her too, then go for it.
Absolutely.
But don't do it if your wife paying half the bills and stuff like that. Don't do that.
Because now you're giving her a level of, I'm saying control, but
control, power, all kinds of stuff.
On the other one, yes. Yeah. So, I guess that's it. That's everything at this point, because we still having connection problems on Facebook and internet problems in general. So I think we're good, right? Mm-hmm. We done? Do you see something? Do you see something?
He said he's a 7 years. He's an HVAC technician working towards his own business.
That's so awesome.
That's good.
Do that, bruh. I mean, that sounds really good. I would strongly support you in that. I think everybody have to. No, don't go. Yes, we have to go.
We have to. We've got to feed.
We got to feed the children. Yeah, 12 tribes of Israel in there. They hungry. They gonna tear down this house. They gonna tear it down. But at some point we'll talk about business and stuff like that, and
in the next series,
finance and things like that.
Maybe we'll do a financial series.
Do a financial series, a business series, and things when it comes to polygyny, because people think that you can't do this kind of stuff in polygyny. And you
trying to
can.
come up with questions.
Don't come up with questions.
You can email us the questions.
Email us the questions. We'll. I mean, there might be a chance that any other questions come in. We'll probably do a little 2-minute segment per one as we go on.
An encore presentation.
Because we're busy most of the time. So if you send a question, we might be driving somewhere. We'll answer.
Oh yeah.
We might be out there with the chickens and we'll answer. Might be shooting on the land.
Oh, yes.
Camping on the land and we'll answer.
Huh? What you do?
You're watching a live.
You got to go live.
You got to go live.
It's actually showing. It's just that we're not seeing it on our side.
Oh, okay. I don't know. We're still trying to fix stuff over here. But we're going to go ahead and go.
Oh, no, that's the old one.
Yeah.
Well, see what I'm saying? And the trolls begin.
Why did Donald Trump say that?
No, because it's Trump.
What is a mod, Jason? What is a mod?
Get a mod.
What is a mod?
You have to explain that to us.
I don't know what a mod is.
A moderator?
Probably. Oh, maybe so. All right, blessings, y'all.
Yeah, is he talking about like the production?
Moderator. No, he's talking about on this video because of something that just came through. We will have to figure that out. Thank you for the suggestion. It's our first live video on YouTube, and okay, a part of a hive. Okay, and yeah, we'll come back. We'll answer questions. Send us all your questions. Blessings, shalom.
Yes. Email us. Check us out on Facebook.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to our channel. Like, watch all our videos.
Yes,
all that type of stuff.
Yes, and
we leaving. We got to go.
We gonna go. How we turn
Donald
this
Trump gonna get punched.
All right, deuces. Before we have to fight this dude.
Did you just throw up a?
What the fight?
See, y'all made her go west side.
We have to go there. Who is this?
I don't know. All right, so how do I even finish it?
I think there's an X up here in the corner. I don't know. No, press the X.
Girl, I'm scared to press X. What if it make it go away? Go away. We're gonna figure this out.
Hold
on.
Press that. Share, mute microphone. That's wrong. We don't know how to turn it off.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Let's see.
What's
Came
this?
in late. Come it again, my tribe.